сначала. Так, ребята, здравствуйте. Мы с вами снова начинаем играть в Хогвартс. Я сейчас создам нового персонажа, потому что на том персонаже, которого я когда-то начинала тоже проходить на ютубе, я уже все прошла. Поэтому, скажем так, играем. Это, наверное, так сейчас сделаем. Мы рады сообщить, что вы приняты в школу чародейства и волшебства Хогвартс в качестве студента 5-го курса. Семестр начинается 1 сентября. Для вас собраны школьные принадлежности, которые будут сопровождать вас во время путешествия в замок. Как вам, возможно, известно, указ о разумном ограничении волшебства несовершеннолетних запрещает использование магии лицами моложе 17 лет вне школы. Однако в связи с вашими уникальными обстоятельствами Министерство любезно согласилось позволить профессору Элиазару Фику помочь вам отточить заклинание перед вашим сопровождением из Лондона в замок на пир в честь начала нового учебного года и церемонию распределения. С уважением, профессор Уизли, заместитель директора. Так. А есть пухляшики? Пухляшиков, походу, тут нет, да? А, пухляшика можно сделать. В принципе, мне прическа нравится. Здравствуйте, да. Ой.
А что это было?
Тарелка на кухне в раковине. Так, но я не хочу прическу, мне не нравится такая прическа. Веснушки и родинки. Состояние кожи. Шрамики я не буду создавать. Цвет бровей. Пойдет.
That was quite something.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Так, сложность. Какую бы сложность-то выбрать-то? Нормальную или легкую? Голоса очень громко. Может, мне еще вот так сделать? Давайте оставим нормально. Так, имя и фамилия. Что мы будем выбирать? А помните, у нас на канале был типа мини-сериал про девочку из России? Давайте-ка мы оставим это имя. Ладно, просто не хочу я не. Зачем мне? Я хочу просто... Нет. Ща, подожди. Я придумаю сейчас. Вот так сделаем. Хотела Нести, но не хочу я Нести. Не нравится мне. Мне же играть целую игру надо. Какую бы придумать ей фамилию? Ребят, подсказывайте.
Вместе Блэквуд.
Так там директор Блэк.
Ну, прекрасно будет. Только не Блэк, а Блэквуд.
Женщина Блэк.
Нет, Блэквуд это черный лес переводится.
Кого-то ищешь? Так? Общежитие волшебница. А если я волшебник? А чё? Будет девочка жить в общежитии мальчиков.
Не надо ломать систему прям настолько резко. YouTube будет в шоке. А Роулинг тем более.
Кто?
Роулинг тем более. Так, давайте вы будете по канону идти, да? Не надо над игрой издеваться. Не при мне, пожалуйста. Я же такое нежное создание.
Цветочечек ты наш. Нарцисс.
камеры нету.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks. Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
А телек не слышно? Телевизор не слышно?
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do... Hang on!
Эх.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
Не пускает.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Вот, теперь пустила. Так. Это музыка 49.
Вот, все ставь на 35 минут, там посмотрим.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
А музыка нормально была?
Там нормально, голоса очень громко. Они поверх всего вообще идут. Диалоги надо 15 ставить. На 15.
Ну, стой.
Mind your step.
Я смотрю.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
Мы победили какую-то магию.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo! Almost there.
Какая-то чувствительность. Опа, слабенькая.
Я не слышу.
Почему меня не слышно?
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy.
Вообще не
He led
слышно.
us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Представьте, что вы комментируете футбольный матч. Не под нос, а микрофон.
Так я и так нормально говорю.
Вот сейчас ты начал нормально.
Потому что ты наушники снял.
Нет.
Я так и
Да,
говорила.
Ты говоришь, что пытаясь комментировать, ты говоришь себе под нос.
Professor,
Под нос, а громко.
it's a mural of some kind.
Будто на радио работает.
Perhaps our host was a noted
Никогда
seer.
не работала на радио.
Interesting.
Хочешь попробовать?
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Отлично.
Чувствительность как-то можно повысить?
У микрофона, да? Но не здесь, а
Да не микрофона, а этих кнопочек.
не знаю.
Чувствительность камеры, чувствительность прицеливания.
Вон, чувствительность камеры.
enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Еще по красную дорожку.
Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Hogwarts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Так, ребятушки. Мне это не нравится.
Мне это не нравится, я выключаюсь. Нет?
Нет. Если я сейчас выключу звук, то я не буду слышать вообще ничего в телевизоре.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Дам-парам-па-бам-пам, дам-парам-па-бам.
The armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
No. Ты чё не идёшь?
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Yet until today.
О. Алло. Там сундучок.
Vault 12.
Я не готова туда
Thank you
заходить.
for your help.
Зараза вы такие. Меня там сундучок ждет. Во. О, монетка.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
Нежданчик.
Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Так, ну что же. Выучим это Ревелио.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that
Ну
symbol
что, так
again.
лучше слышно?
I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has
Или
the same
так
glow
же?
as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see
Yeah.
reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Ой.
Lumos!
Да.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Пам-парам.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Ой-ой.
Look out!
Potato.
Accio! Disfetto! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Levioso! Confringo! Confuso! Exposo! Levioso! Expulso! Deposo! Confringo! Potato! Disfetto!
Буквально, если что. Ребята, погодите. Так дело не пойдет.
Вас не слышно.
Ребята, я изменяю. Но более легкий, потому что... Вообще не слышно?
Всем добрый вечер. У нас сегодня Hogwarts Legacy прохождение. У нас идет сейчас эфир, который веду я, человек играет впервые, поэтому комментарии у нас примерно такого рода будут. Вот. Каждый человек стримит по-своему, у каждого свой почерк, поэтому я думаю, либо ставить настройки звука чуть тише в игре, либо говорить чуть громче в микрофон. Вот сейчас. Я думаю, что все-таки игру наберем немножко тише.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
Или это не в телевизоре дело?
Я сейчас пошлю вас в пипетку. Будете...
Не буду играть, я понял. Могу наушники дать?
Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be
Надо сначала
leading me
проверить,
somewhere.
тебя слышно было или не слышно было. Мало ли, может быть, опять отключилось все.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. They're glowing. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out.
Ну, КР2 уже плохо работает, ребята. Ну. Я думаю, слышно, что я нажимаю на R2, и она не нажимается. Еще и с первого раза. Да, Максим Бычков, привет. Ты хотел этого, да? Тут, походу, R2 плохо работает совсем. Надо что-то с этим делать. О, сундучок, подождите. Я вижу сундучок. Очень похоже на Андрея, когда он играет в Ассасина, да? Сундучок. На 32-м уровне. Но я игру уже полностью прошла. У меня сейчас там был 36-й уровень. Вот.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that.
Я вот думаю, может быть, мне поменять этот...
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
В смысле? В смысле все нашла, что можно? Звук слышно плохо меня или что? Андрею в диалогах меня не слышно. Забавненько. Я предлагаю диалоги все-таки сделать громче. Музыка, эффекты, ладно?
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed.
Да, это
but
PlayStation.
could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have... Oh.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
О, блин, до меня только сейчас зашло. Обалдеть. Короче, вот эти вот ребята, вот этот вот чувак, он соткан из древней магии. Капец, вот это вот открытие.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Луна почти как солнышко. Ну, почти пройден. Сейчас мы еще с директором познакомимся, с замдиректора, еще выберем, на какой факультет. Кстати, кто хочет, на какой чтобы я факультет поступила? Только не говорите Хогвартс, факультет. Давайте на Слизерин.
We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were
Complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
А зачем они так быстро говорят, а? Как мне английский выучить при таком быстрой разговорной речи?
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Все мы знаем, какую черту характера нам надо выбрать для того, чтобы попасть на Слизерин.
Ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
А мне нравится, кстати, вот эта вот бровка этой шляпки. Такая чудесная, прям как у Боярского. Тысячи чертей! Вы хотите на Слизерин? Или вы не хотите на Слизерин? Хочу.
You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Вау. Неплохо.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Да-да. Может, это и есть тайная комната всех фанатов Гарри Поттера?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Так, давайте все-таки чуть-чуть диалог увеличу. Потому что его не слышу почти даже я. Диалоги. Я поняла.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different.
That is not helpful.
In your fifth year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragons. Like that poor man from the ministry. Did you see the way they walked there?
Can I help you?
Can't imagine.
Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Новая FIFA.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you.
Да. Он же у нас пенсионер.
Я, если что, все слышу.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Дошли, позже дошли, уже вон на Слизерине учимся.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely.
Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
В смысле? Почему только Слизерин?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of.
Ну, как бы он
He was
слепой.
obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year
Слушайте,
Slytherin
я
in
тут...
here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Прекрасно. Я тут узнала о том, что есть фокус. Походу не работает их фокус. Ну ладно. Не сработало. Может, потом получится когда-нибудь. О,
Good
брат
morning.
уже.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Бульк. И
Thank
книжка
you,
исчезла.
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Тетя, ты куда ушла?
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Тетя Моча.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Revelio.
Why don't you cast Revelio? Statue and see what details.
Так, в смысле мы только что сюда поднялись?
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Понятно, Андрей? Без тебя стримы скучные. Приходи, комментировать будешь. У тебя это хорошо. У тебя это хорошо получается, судя по всему. А я просто сижу и внимательно слежу за игрой. А.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh.
Кого-то ты там модератором собрался делать. А, я поняла. Хе-хе. Так что, Андрей, давай это, возвращайся в чат, комментируй. Сразу меня в практику кидает. Шутки.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Андрей, из тебя, походу, сделали этого рассказчика анекдотов.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
Андрей Щербаков, привет.
Jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you'll enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Так вышло, что она долго болтает, зато вы можете что-нибудь спросить, например, у меня.
You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Я, конечно, могу на свой канал стримить, но его подключать надо, я не знаю как. Если Андрей подскажет, конечно, но вряд ли, конечно, на мой канал кто-нибудь будет подписываться.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today, and remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you, and invaluable to me, as I'll be using
Андрей
it to
против
keep up to date
того,
on your
чтобы я
progress.
стримила на свой канал.
Come and find me in my
Как-то же я
classroom
модерирую
after
его
you've
канал.
attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogwarts.
Ну, кстати, кошак на улице гуляет. Вот. Как-то так. Так, профессор, вы где?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything
О чем
else
мне
about her
обижаться-то?
travels there. I will say, I
Меня
think
вы
she
не
suspects
знаете,
we're not being
поэтому
entirely
толком не
forthcoming.
знаете, что мне
Yes, well,
спрашивать.
Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked
Андрей,
upon
хочешь в
will
Хогвартс
lead.
пройти? За девочку.
It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable,
чё?
I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides,
Вот вам и
and so that
шуточка
I may
подоспела,
avoid
ребят.
another not so subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guides map? Unfold it and have a look.
Где? Понимаешь, все в повторе идет. Я слышу потом в наушниках.
Шуточка, лапа-шуточка. Это я смотрела какой-то... Ой,
The map is enchanted to help you find your
какую-то
way.
программу в интернете, и там была в программе Юлия
Now,
Паршута.
sounds like you've quite a day ahead.
Ее Паршуточкой назвали, потому что она шутила все время.
Including your own wand.
Так и тут.
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
Андрей у нас
He's an exceptional
любит
craftsman and a good
пошутить
friend.
немножко
I shall
иногда.
reach out when I have more
Поэтому
information about
лапошуточка.
our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
А второй очень сильно поплыл, поэтому я особо уже не слушаю. И по просьбе читающих пытаюсь разговаривать с вами. Летающая страничка, привет. Но у меня еще нет магии под названием акция.
Я нашел эту шуточку, выпускать через другое место.
Неправильно ты говоришь, лапа. Сейчас.
Полите контору.
А чё палить-то? Ну ладно.
Is that all you've got? Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso?
A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something
Не такая уж она и бабулька на самом деле. Мы попозже узнаем, почему.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Good. Now, the base. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a
If only all of my students were this adept.
There you go. Case things.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Not
Попадос,
bad for a
попадос.
beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ой, кажется, он обиделся.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can
Нет,
expect
это
great
Левиоса.
things from you.
Вингардиум
I
Левиоса
demand
это
excellence from my
попозже.
students. They are capable of
Нас
achieving
обучит
it,
тому совсем другая
and they
тетя.
must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark
Чарли, ты ж,
wizards,
по-моему,
or
уроки
as
пошел
ever
делать,
more
нет?
likely goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood.
Может, ну их эти уроки. Посидим
I'd
с нами,
advise you to keep
посмотри стрим.
practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Оставайся с нами, я говорю, будешь нашим королем.
That's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Но на самом деле он друг, просто он немножечко
Pleasure
резкий.
chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Пытается строить из себя чувака, который очень крут. Якобы.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio.
Ладно. Теперь нам доступны побочные задания.
Revelio.
Где-то что-то это есть. А что? Непонятно. Ладно. Пойдемте на следующий урок. Да? Так, по-моему, где-то здесь есть очень интересная штука. Или не здесь? Чё ты на меня так вылупилась, а? Ты чё? Она что, пьяная, что ли? Да, вот в кресле сидит. Этот, походу, точно бухой. Ой, мимо. Ну и хрен с ним. О, эта тема нужна.
I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean to. Get away from me! Just make a point! If I could have...
Professor Rowan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Не, ну а что, надо соответствовать факультету.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
Он веселенький.
Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Странно, что он не поет.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm.
Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom.
Чарли, ты чё?
Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Оп.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
А у тебя что, день не задался, что ли, Чарли? Ну, давай не грустить. А то мы стримить Хогвартс не будем. А, кстати, а где Максим? Он, по-моему, просил у меня стрим. У нас, вернее.
Возможно, он тихо сидит и смотрит.
Максим, ну давай пиши в чат, а то я обижусь и не буду тебе стримить ничего.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles up... Splendid!
No?
Very good!
Нет, нет, не падай, падла! Упал.
Happens to the best. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Come on up.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Come on up. Где красная точка на лбу? Он ее стер. Так, Насая, уйди.
That is how it's done.
That's it!
Be sharp. There we go.
No, 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 no. Не падай, нет, нет, не падай. О, идеально.
Watch this.
На удаление этой детали. Какой детали? Я выиграла. Ха-ха!
A perfect score. Remarkable.
А вы-то думали.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Зачем нам... А, ну да. Зачем нам это разнообразие, алло?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Yes!
Да, только этот твой шарик сейчас столкнут.
Don't lose your composure.
Be sharp.
В смысле? Ага, я понял.
There we go.
Ну ничего, у меня еще есть шанс отыграться, верно? Нет.
Ah, you almost had it. Here we go.
Ну ничего, я выиграю в следующий раз. А кто хочет отличную игру? Так, на Сауди. Опа.
Oh, that was an execution.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Last of Us 2? А чё ты не хочешь? А вдруг бы я играла, ну? Поверьте мне, я стрелять вообще не умею. Это будет еще смешнее.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived.
Скорее, это о чем игра вообще?
Just before my 4th year. My mother
В смысле, бродилочка, не бродилочка, что там?
Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
Как Хогвартс или не как Хогвартс?
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. You
A
can
word,
use
if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Best. You know it won't work on humans.
Кстати.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectations?
Well, an outdoor competition
А еще у меня наушники, я половину не поняла.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor. Though I sense that she's a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instructions. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a...
Я думаю, что кто хотел, тот уже смотрел. Это все. Начало. Столик. Я никогда не была в кабинете у этого профессора. А, он закрыт. Ну и хрен с вами. Доска, на которой пишутся строчки.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you? Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
Слабо, тут происходит смена власти.
You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Власти. Власти тут проходит смена.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't.
I suppose one could smuggle a pet into the dormitory.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the
Пивз, не ори мне в ухо.
No, it wasn't.
3, 0, 2.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
Вот это вот
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
страшный чувак.
It's a bold attack.
4,
Was the
1,
minister
5.
a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't
у нас
repeat
это
the
что?
fact.
1,
She says
2,
it's a
3,
boot, and he
4,
says
5,
it's a
6,
flack.
7. Страшное чудище.
You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Professor Black.
Ребята, я вскрыла. Так, теперь... Да.
Это был Пивз?
Нет, это была я.
Нет, кто это за хихикал? Пивз?
Сейчас я.
Да перед этим.
Пивз. Давайте на скрещенные палочки сходим. Люкан Шумсби. Я пока... Ой. Я сейчас кровать сломаю, ребята.
Ты просто не слышала, как это звучало.
Ну, по-моему, Ленин сменил не Николая II. Чарли, ты это... Возвращайся только. Нам будет тебя очень не хватать. Кравчук. Ой, ребят, я даже не знаю, кто это такие. Кто такой Кравчук?
Revelio.
Печальненько, печальненько, ребята.
Revelio. Revelio.
Never thought I'd witness Sebastian lose a duel.
Revelio.
О,
Leviosa.
охрененная тема. Опа. Кстати.
Revelio.
Ладно. Моя прелесть. Куда-то полетела. Вылетишь. Оп. Нет, нам вниз надо, ребята. Пошли его на небо за звездочкой.
Revelio.
Сундучок! Котик. Кстати, надо нашего котика с улицы забрать. Мяу.
Revelio.
Портрет Баруфио. На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио, прославивший своим мозговым эликсиром и очередным напоминанием, как важно правильно произносить наши заклинания. Бугагашники.
This next composition took some practice,
Revelio.
so do listen closely.
На этой карте изображен Алгешир, район в Шотландии, где находятся Гибридские острова, родина гибридского черного дракона. Прикольненько. Надо тоже, наверное, были забабахать.
Glad you could make it.
Да,
Luca's just over there.
Голос из шкафа. Да, поддерживаю. Я пошел.
За котом?
За
Can I help you? Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for
Ребята,
cross
тут это...
a dueling club of sorts.
Андрей сейчас
It's
блинчики делать
invitation only,
будет.
so you must have really impressed
Подписывайтесь
Sebastian.
на канал. У нас есть блинчики.
Ну почти.
Или печеньки. Раньше были печеньки, теперь
I'm
блинчики.
flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad...
Imagine it's quite something.
Я пропущу этот диалог бессмысленный, да?
Of course. Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Я пожалею. Блинчики без творога. Блинчики без творога.
Is that all you've got?
Act like a winner.
Defender. Leviosa. You're better than that.
Чистая
Big
просто.
hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Мама, тебе специально с творогом завернул целый ящик.
Попадалась. Ой, извините.
Очень интересная игра. Да.
Бедный творог, а? Почему его не любят люди старшего поколения?
Just wait till I've grown a bit, then we'll see how well you do.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Так, ребятушки, что мы сейчас делать будем-то с вами?
Revelio.
We beg silence of you.
Мясо и творог. Ой, чё, блин? Что я говорю? Бульк. вы так могете? Нет? А я могу. Правда, перед этим меня жаба сживала. Так, тут я уже была. Вот тебе мясо, грибы были. И не только грибы. Многое другое. Один и паучок. 9. 4. 4 это у нас 3. Совенок. Один дракончик. Дракончик у нас раз, два, три. Ой, блин. Чё? 1, 2, 3, 16. 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Это паучочек. Ребята, там без меня гренки жрут. Все, беда, печалька. Я, походу, голодный останусь. И немножечко неразговорчивый. Потому что у меня к концу вечера сядет голос. По-моему, там где-то опять пив зарет. Точно. Пив, свернись.
Revelio.
What am I?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be
I've been racking my brains long.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. The moth stopped.
Статуя Грегори Льстивого. Я хотела сначала прочитать как Лысого. Грегори Лысый. Эта статуя изображает средневекового волшебника с заискивающей ухмылкой Грегори Его он известен тем, что изобрел елейную мазь, которая заставляет пьющего верить, что тот, кто дал им это зелье, является их лучшим другом.
Casting lumos on it.
I've taken to studying during the day and
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I couldn't agree more.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast lumos to guide...
Oh, very... You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. The moth! I should have seen that.
Tego!
О, надо еще одну побочку сделать, и будет еще одна штука интересная.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way. And I'm afraid everything's
Походу, меня не было слышно, потому что я задала вопрос, слышно меня или нет. Все проигнорили.
You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird.
Чарли, может тебе помочь с математикой?
Thank
Можем
you.
помочь.
Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meat told Madame Scribbner they were my books flying around.
В тостере
So she said
приготовленный
that if I
будешь,
caused
Чарли?
her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking
А мне
around.
гринки где?
Да пошутил я.
Да капец какой-то, а.
Я сейчас сделаю.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribbner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think Amit spends a lot of...
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Ням-ням.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Вот заразка улетела, а. А мне туда еще пока нельзя, я еще не пришла этот уровень. Ну ладно.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Что делает бот?
Revelio.
На этом портрете изображен один из первых библиотекарей в Хогвартсе. Ходят слухи, что он вообще не выносил шумных студентов и прославился постоянным использованием заклятия немоты при малейшем чихе. Хап-чихи!
The last book.
Спасибо
Now
большое.
take them back to Cressida.
А у меня есть гренка, еще и горяченькая. Вот этот тип, кстати, тоже ржачный. Это он сейчас молчит, потому что тут библиотекарь есть рядом. А так он очень веселый тип.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait.
Revelio.
Ow.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see.
Это не голем. Это домовой эльф.
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow.
Слабо обижает домовых эльфов.
Assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste.
Revelio.
Ай. Странные ребята. Дали возможность найти что-нибудь интересное и свойств никаких. О. Если вообще снять. Ребята, так в школе Хогвартс еще никто не бегал.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell
Ну
to
так
teach me,
ты думал.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be. A number of your professors, I have arranged some for today. See them.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Старый какой-то жених.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Ай, не падайте, пожалуйста.
Got it.
Ты там это стрим посматриваешь, да?
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
А шопка-то ничего.
I trust the preliminary.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out. Something quite satisfying about using the mending charm, isn't there?
Leviosa.
I think I'll go for a quick sprint on the way.
Мне интересно, они там не дерутся. Я хочу, чтобы они подрались. Зараза. Не хотят они петь.
Revelio.
Я просто немножко это замолчала. Чуть-чуть совсем. Деревянный кот. Эта деревянная статуя изображает Пангурадонна, бесстрашного охотника на мышей и преданного компаньона. А, так вот почему тут кошаки лазят, да? По всему Хогвартсу.
I've been collecting chiz purple fangs the entire term.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Can't seem to get the smell of dragon blood out of my robes after that last one. Suppose it's better than sticking, but not by much. I wouldn't bother yourself about that.
Сломанная метла принадлежала селению Вартнове. Ходят слухи, что все, что осталось после того, как она застряла на демонстрации своих экспериментальных чар лунной трансгрессии своим товарищам-третьекурсникам, никто не знает, удалось ли ей это.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Revelio.
Сплющенные доспехи. Эти доспехи принадлежали сэру Скаглторпу, беспечному, который неосмотрительно вызвал горного тролля соревноваться в игре «Музыкальные студия».
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Revelio.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment.
Лапотушка ушел делать блинчики. Скучно. Ты послушай этого чувака.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is in for a knut, in for a galleon.
Грустно слушать.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a...
Yes.
Perfect. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Андрей вернется еще. Андрей, напиши что-нибудь в чат. Заведи разговор, так сказать.
An inquiring mind.
У меня руки в масле, какой чат?
Pardon me,
Извините.
sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Mathilde, I take it you've...
I'm afraid I haven't yet.
Ah, but you will. Of course it is not... Stay the course.
That's certainly something to aspire.
And I, too. Spellcrafts are incredible, but I should...
I believe so.
Good.
Good.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Фокусы, ля-ля. Так, сейчас мы вас грабить будем, дяденька. Только вы будете считать, что мы тут книжки смотрим, да? А мы вас грабанем.
Revelio.
Тан-тан-тан-тан-тан-тан-тан.
Lumos.
Так, кабанья голова. Давай, прыгай. Ну, давай. Она запрыгивать не хочет. Ишь ты какая, а? Нехорошая тетя. Зато плавать умеет.
Lumos.
Ну, сорянчик, я не шутница. Может, вам рассказать, что интересно? Ну, спрашивайте мне. У меня что-нибудь, что вам интересно вообще узнать о модераторе. Или нет таких интересных вопросов? А то, когда Андрей стримит, вы мне что-то задаете. Интересуетесь. А когда я стримлю, вы ничего мне не задаете.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the Dittany. Merlin.
Оказалось, что чувства юмора нет у меня.
Name's Timothy.
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients.
Кто я?
But what say we get you a packet of...
Человек? Медик?
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Грустно и печально. Так, отстань. А поконкретнее, что интересно узнать-то? Я из Севастополя. Не, я из Севастополя, я родилась в Севастополе. Вот. Родилась здесь, выросла. Вот теперь работаю.
Revelio.
Че, кушала сегодня? Виталия Кекс. Ну, привет, Виталия Кекс. Че я сегодня кушала? Гренки, бутерброды из гренок. Опять бутерброды из гренок. Что мы еще? А, потом я пришла домой с работы. Мы скушали яишенку с макаронами. Сейчас мне Андрей опять сделал гренки.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Андрей, зачем ты уронил сковородку?
It's about time.
Yes,
Работаю медсестрой.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name.
Так. Длина палочки 9,34 дюйма.
Intriguing. Curious indeed. What do you think?
А в смысле вопрос с Андрюхой или нет? Работаю не с Андреем. А работаем с ним в разных местах.
Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly.
That sounds wonderful.
I'll let you get to it.
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Да, моя любимая игра Hogwarts. Не, ну не то чтобы игра, мне просто сама по себе серия книг, ну все, что связано с Гарри Поттером, мне очень нравится.
When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she digs to come here.
Если есть возможность изучить какие-то интересные вещи, помимо фильмов и книг, почему бы и нет? GTA, да, я пробовала играть в сам. Это, по-моему, тоже GTA относится, да? В GTA так каталась, ну, не проходила все там задания, которые были, а просто, чтобы покататься, там, походить по городу и такое. Да, по перестрелкам не особо. Я стрелять не умею в игре. Это... Фишка в том, что я заходила в игру GTA, когда уже игра была начата, и вот эта вступительная часть, когда по обучению игры, она уже была пройдена. Вообще не варит.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Ой. Тут эти наушники разрядились, походу. Ща. Как их выключить, Андрей?
Бионов вверх. Ты же его вытащила уже?
Да.
Ой.
Я забыла. Я все выключила.
Ну игра с телеком, какая разница.
Да ладно.
Ну. Скажи проще, Андрей научил играть в игры, да?
Revelio.
Ну так я же говорю, вы просто задавайте вопросы, тогда все будет как надо. Ой, я зачем-то заблокировала свой телефон. Я почему молчу? Потому что мне никто ничего не задает. Никаких вопросов не поддерживает, так сказать, разговор. Ладно. Ну что ж, поговорим.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Привет, троллик.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Leviosa! Confringo! What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
Сейчас, ребят, я тролля победю.
He's faltering.
Few more hits should do the job.
Он злой. Что такое? Почему мне опять не все сообщения видны?
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur.
Merlin's beard?
We are.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would. I'll go and see what he wants.
Reparo. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Accio. Reparo. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo. Ah, good as new. Reparo.
Энгист из Вудкрофта. Статуя Пуффендуйца, как полагают основатели деревни Хогсмит, который по отдалению маглов был вынужден покинуть родные места. Судя по всему, он указывает направление, куда он покинул, да? Подожди, там была страничка.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Ребят, не все так быстро. Я хочу поворовать немножко.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to
Корабли. Я знала, тебя приглашали уже, Севастополь. Что ты не приезжаешь? Тут корабли есть.
I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
Да, мы так и не сходили. Ну, что делать?
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Я еще не готова.
I sell even more battle-worthy items.
Я же должна это сейчас защитить себя. Шапки я вообще не хочу надевать. Хотя вроде плюс будет. Какую шутку ты придумал?
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Revelio.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Пропила она свой голос. Просто пропила.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
Налоговая вряд ли
Wouldn't
будет
do that
искать
if I were you,
людей.
Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. It is perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
Yeah.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Holland.
Don't want to risk it.
Potato!
Так, ребят, дайте мне, пожалуйста, пару минут. Блин, теперь встать надо с этой кровати. Приклеилась я уже к ней. Вообще-то у нас в семье не курят. Вот. Я получила сову. Вот это поворот.
Revelio.
Что, где? У нас не курят. Ну, в смысле, я не курю, Андрей тоже. А чё? Хочешь сказать обратно?
Revelio.
А за меня не спокоен. Нет, не пьем, ты чё?
Revelio.
You'll make quite a portrait one day. I want to be happy. Dearie me, you are a lost cause, aren't you?
Revelio.
Ой, ну и ладно. Мы не пьем, мы выпиваем аккуратненько и по чуть-чуть. Да, Андрей?
Revelio.
Ну вот вы свою контору испалили. А мою трогать не надо.
Чё? Чё, блин? Не, ну обалдеть вообще, а. То есть вырез тебе не делать, да? Я сама буду пить.
And are you? Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that...
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon.
They were there because of...
Ranrock was in...
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction.
This is great.
Че-че?
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
I discovered... It's a map of
Ром,
Hogwarts, to be sure.
мы когда это в отпуск поедем, я тебе привезу Бейлиса персонально. Андрею не буду давать. Ура! Наконец-таки, Чарли с возвращением.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for
Ну, извините,
anything.
егеря делать
Once
не
you've
умею.
honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Revelio.
Чарли, что такое? Что такое? Ты его потерял? А чё, уже пора, да? Ну, не знаю.
Help me.
Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Хорошие дела.
Versatile.
Выгуливается, например.
But before we get started, I'd like you to You may be surprised when you're finished. You know where to find me once you've
ладно, я сейчас
finished.
тогда это... Мы сейчас ходим за варганем это задание, и тогда я выключусь. Ну, в смысле, сейчас там повоюем немножко.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
В принципе, чё я парюсь? Бежать-то... Не хочу я бежать. Мы же теперь можем перемещаться, ребятушки. Нет, Страйдер сейчас делает вкусняшку. В смысле еду. Страйтеру вообще изначально, если играть, то ему надо садиться и играть, и обучаться тоже этим всем приемчикам. Потому что, не зная всех этих приемчиков, он бьет просто одним ударом. Без всяких вот этих вот заклинаний супер новомодных, которые знаю я якобы. То есть, если он захочет, он создаст себе персонажа с тем, как его, так как с той внешностью, в которую он хочет, вот. И пускай и обучается всем этим магичкам. Андрей, он хочет знать, что ты будешь делать именно в Хогвартсе.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me
Кстати,
know.
я сейчас создала персонажа, которая очень похожа на какую-то актрису, только не помню на какую.
Excellent form. Nicely done. That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up.
А против паучков играть. О, кто-то подписался к нам тут. Let's Mortal Kombat begin.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Нам какая-то ачивка
Ready to
прилетела.
get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Potato. Stupid. Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Stupid. Leviosa. Defendo.
Oh, there goes my wager.
Leviosa. Potato. Still better than that. Leviosa. Act like a winner. Stupid. Leviosa. Leviosa. Give 'em what for. Potato. Stupid. Leviosa.
Come on.
jewel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing. I'll let you know when we're ready.
Сейчас мы выучим
The next
заклинание
round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Обойдешься. Короче, сейчас учим заклинание инсендио и будем выходить. Потому что там дальше задание идет повеселее. Но это веселое мы оставим на следующий стрим. Возможно, Андрей завтра что-то будет свое стримить. Айсламба, пока. Три часа. А сейчас ну сколько прошло? Так мы уже 3 часа играем. Мы уже 3,5 часа играем. Да. Ну почти половиной. Вроде ничего такого не делали, да? А уже 3,5 часа. Так, погоди.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it.
Should be, Professor.
Yeah. Your spellcast... I would rather we not end... Let us begin. Concentrate. And keep your wand steady. Good work. Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Leviosa. Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Leviosa. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Incendio.
Excellent defensive skills.
Ну, пожалуй, наверное, все. В следующий раз продолжим Дальше там у нас сейчас будет задание на запретную секцию. Ну и заодно узнаем, как прятаться от врагов. Книгу фига. Мне нравится. Найдите книгу фига. Смотрите. Тут реально написано: найдите книгу фига. Ну вот и будем искать книгу фига в запретной секции на следующем стриме. Все. Всем пока.